Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Citizens Bank Park, and welcome to Phillies baseball. Tonight, BGN2 presents the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. Brandon G here with you for more action of Phillies baseball. It'll be Cole Hamels and the Phillies against Mike Minor and the Braves. Cole Hamels takes the field next. Hamels is 4-0 with a 2.88 ERA in 8 games, 56 of the third innings, gave up 45 hits, 11 walks, and 53 strikeouts. Eric Young Jr. will lead it off for the Atlanta Braves, batting at 218, 2 home runs.
Number 26.
First pitch of the game is inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Phillies swept the Marlins in their 3-game series, winning the last game 2-1.
7:05.
As a strike, 1-1. 55 degrees here at game time. 4 miles per hour wind. Not a whole lot of wind here tonight.
Ball.
2-1.
Ball. No.
The ball's a 1 strike to Eric Young. It's right down the middle, 3-2. Yeah, the center field, and it's going to hook for a base hit. It go all the way back to the wall. Young will try for 3. Here he comes, and he will make it. No throw to third, so a leadoff triple for Eric Young.
In the second spot tonight, right fielder Nick Markakis.
Bring up Nick Markakis, batting at 288, 4 home runs, 24 RBIs.
Ball.
A ball and no strikes. Fly ball center field might be deep enough to score the run. Drew Stubb will make the play. Young will score. And the Braves lead it 1-0 here in the first inning. 1 out on 1 pitch, but Eric Young scores. And Markakis does the job for the Atlanta Braves. I'll bring up Freddie Freeman. You see his numbers on the road and at home. Batting better on the road, better at home, has more home runs and RBIs on the road. One strike to Freeman.
Ball. We're playing 11. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball and 1 strike. Hits at third base. Adrian Beltre fires over the first for the out. Rough play at first base tonight, and Drew Stubbs in the center field.
Third baseman Chris Johnson.
And here is the Braves batting order with Young, Markakis, Freeman, Chris Johnson, Simmons, Calaspo, Ross, Bethencourt, and Minor. Here's Chris Johnson. He's 9 for 22. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, Lord, look at this. This ball is not coming back. Chris Johnson with a solo home run with 2 outs in the first inning, and the Braves lead it 2-0. That is Johnson's 4th home run of the season. That ball went 407 feet. He just threw it in a bad spot. And Hamels knew when it left the bat that it was gone. Simmons is 2 for 16 in his last 5 games.
Ball.
Pitch is low for a ball. Hamels looking for his 5th straight win. Not his 5th straight win, but looking for his 5th win overall. He is 4-0 without a loss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 balls and 1 strike to Simmons. That, what a play by Beltre. And he fires over the rough, barely getting Simmons. The Braves are retired, but 2 runs. A homer by Chris Johnson was one of them. They leave none left. Braves 2, Phillies coming to bat. Mike Minor is 1-5 with a 5.23 ERA in 8 games. He's pitched 43 innings, 47 hits, 8 walks, and 31 strikeouts. Here's Ben Revere batting at 273. 3 home runs, 13 RBIs.
Left fielder, Ben Revere.
And this one over to the first baseman, and Revere is out. 1 out on 1 pitch here, the first inning. Freddie Freeman making the play.
Second baseman.
Here's the Phillies lineup with Revere, Zobrist, Jordan, Franco, Beltre, Ruff, Salvador Perez, Drew Stubbs, and Cole Hamels. Zobrist batting at 278, 7 home runs, and 31 RBIs. That ball's hammered in the center field. Playable. 2 outs here in the first inning. Eric Young making a play.
Right fielder, Brandon.
There's Brandon Jordan. There's the Braves defense from left field. Cody Ross, Eric Young, Nick Markakis, a Gold Glove. Simmons at shortstop, Calypso second base, Johnson at third, Freeman at first, Betancourt the catcher, and Mike Minor, of course, is pitching. Jordan batting at 371, 15 home runs, 38 RBIs. A ball and no strikes to Jordan. Hit on the third base. Oh, it's juggled. It'll be no play, and it might be an error on the third baseman. Chris Johnson.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Mike
They'll bring up Maikel Franco. Franco batting at 345. It'll be an E5 on Johnson. Franco 14 home runs, 34 RBIs. Well hit to deep left field. Look at this one. All the way up in the second deck. 2-run home run, Maikel Franco. And this game is quickly tied at 2. Number 15 for Franco. And he drilled it. .472 feet. Bam! Well, that was right down the heart of the plate. And Franco just drilled it, no doubt about it. Wow. Here's Adrian Beltre batting at 306, 11 home runs, 36 RBI. That ball's hit in the center field. Eric Young will make the play, and the Phillies are retired to the first. But Maikel Franco with a 2-run shot here at the bottom of the first, and this game is tied at 2. Here's Alberto Calypso. He'll lead off the second inning, batting at 266. 1 home run and 7 RBIs. The center field, Stubbs coming along, and he will make the catch. One down here in the second.
Number 7, Cody Ross.
We'll bring up Cody Ross. Here's the Phillies defense. Starting out of left field. Ben Revere, Drew Stubbs, Brady Joy. Maikel Franco at shortstop. Sobers at second. Beltry at third. Ruff at first. Salvador Perez catching. And Hamels is the pitcher. Cody Ross batting at 197. 4 home runs, 12 RBIs. One strike on Ross. It fouled down the third base side. On a ball foul, still no balls and 2 strikes. Got it. Ross is out on strikes. Is 1-2 down here in the second.
Catcher, Christian Betancourt.
And I'll bring up Christian Betancourt. Betancourt batting at 205. He has no home runs, but he does have 4 RBIs. And he slugs this one foul. Bounced up there. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Inside.
Inside 2-1. Ooh.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls and 2 strikes. That ball's hit well, and it's going to split the gap. Picked up by Stubbs. It's going to be the second extra base, well, third extra base hit that Hamels gives up.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 36.
And Betancourt
Mike Minor
has a double. Mike Minor, the pitcher, will bat.
No. 1-0.
1 ball and no strikes. Minor has not had a hit this season.
Ball.
2 balls and no strikes. Hit to Franco, and that'll retire the Braves here in the second. No runs, 1 hit, they leave 1. We go to the bottom of the second. Phillies and Braves tied at 2. Darren Ruff leads off the bottom of the second, batting at 225. He's got 5 home runs this season. Ruff and Howard platooning right and left-handed hitters. Right to the first baseman, Freeman. That's 1 out. It was hit right to Freeman on a line shot.
Salvador Perez.
I'll bring up Salvador Perez. Perez in April was batting .312. In May, just .214. He's looking to get that batting average up here in the month of May. Pass, Minor, and in the center field. It went off the mound, and Perez has a base hit.
Batting eighth, Center fielder, Drew
A little bring up Drew Stubbs. Stubbs batting at 214, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs.
No balls. 1 strike.
Balls and 1 strike. Hit him. Stubbs is hit by a pitch, and he'll go on the first. And he'll bring up the pitcher, Cole Hamels.
Pitcher, Cole Hamels.
I don't think that was intentional. Hamels, the batter. He went. Strike 1. Hamels is batting at 263. Does have 3 RBIs. Hamels, oh, what a catch by Freeman. Freeman has been busy out at first base. Take a look at this one. Boom. He used his glove and made a nice catch. Here's Ben Revere. Revere hits this one out in right field, and it will be caught, and that'll retire the side. Phillies lead 2. We go to the 3rd, tied at 2. There's Eric Young Jr. 1 for 1 with a triple, and he has scored the run.
Center fielder, Eric Young Jr.
1 ball and no strikes.
Ball. 2-0.
2-0 to count. That's the second hit of the game for Junior. Eric Young, his second hit.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Bring up Nick Markakis. Markakis sacrifice fly. He had an RBI in his last at bat. Ball bounced up there, ball 1.
Ball, no strikes.
Runner goes, pitches up high, stolen base, Eric Young. Young has 15 stolen bases. Leads the Braves by far. Melvin Upton, his second on the club with 3.
That's a ball. 3 balls, no strikes.
3 balls and no strikes.
That's a strike.
Got that one down, 3-1. Full count now. Fastball lifted in the left field, and Ben Rivera will put it away. And that is the first out.
First baseman, number 5.
Here's Freddie Freeman, who is 0 for 1. Freeman takes a strike. Hamels, he's got to start getting ahead of hitters because he's having problems when he gets behind. He can't find his pitch to throw, and he has to throw. He's got to use his fastball when he gets behind hitters. Got him. Freeman strikes out. That's 2 down here in the 3rd.
The batter, number 23, third baseman, Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson's 1 for 1. He hit a solo home run here in the 1st. Ball gets away, And Eric Young will move up to third. That'll be a wild pitch on Hamels. And this one is over to Zobrist. And that will retire the Braves. They get no runs, a hit, and they leave one. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 2-2. There's Ben Zobrist. He is 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up.
Second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Zobrist hits this one to deep right field. This one is hit well. It is off the top of the wall. Zobrist will end up at second. He's got himself a stand-up double. Zobrist with a lead-off double, and they'll bring up Brandon Jordan. The ball bounced off the wall. Here's Jordan. Reached on the error. Back in the first inning. One ball and no strike. Ninth double of the season for Zobrist. And he had a right field. That ball's hit well. And it will be caught. Zobrist will tag and go to third. Maybe he makes it. So Jordan moves the runner to third.
Shortstop, Mike.
One out. And they'll bring up Maikel Franco, who homered. Back in the first. Center field. He's going to have himself another RBI. Catch is made by Eric Young. Zobrist will tag. Zobrist will score. 3 RBIs for Franco, and the Phillies have their first lead of the game. It is 3-2 here in the bottom of the third. They'll bring up Adrian Beltre. Beltre is 0 for 1. He flew out. Hit foul down the third base side. 0-1 to Beltre. Back through the middle, base hit center field. Beltre with a hit. He's at first for 2 outs. It'll bring up Darren Ruff. That ball was smack dab right down the heart of the plate. And Ruff lifted it out to center field. Here's Ruff. Hit on the ground. There'll be a play at second, and Beltre is out. That'll retire the side. Phillies do get a run. On 2 hits. Leave 1. I will head to the radio side. You'll hear that simulcast at the end of 3-2 Phillies.
Leading off for Atlanta.
4th inning, Phillies up 3-2. Andrelton Simmons leads it off here in the 4th. Hamels ready, and here's the pitch to Simmons. Swinging a ground ball, base hit into right field. So Simmons leads off the 4th inning with a base hit.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Alberto
And they'll bring up Alberto Calypso. Calypso's 0 for 1. He flew out in the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch to Calypso, up high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Hamels has gotten behind of a lot of hitters, which has to make him use his fastball when he gets behind. The pitch, swing, and a foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hamels from the stretch. And a 1-1 pitch. Low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hamels ready. Looks over at first. The 2-1. Swing. A fly ball to left field. Ben Revere waiting, backing up a little, and he puts it away. And that is 1 out here in the 4th.
Now batting, left fielder, Cody.
And they'll bring up Cody Ross. Ross struck out in the 2nd. As his only at bat. Hamels from the stretcher. Here's the pitch to Ross.
That's a ball.
Yes, thought that looked like a strike, but they called it a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0 pitch, low and inside. 2 balls and 1 strikes. As we said before, Hamels has gotten behind. And a lot of hitters. The 2-0. Oh, that was a swing and a well-hit ball, but foul. 2-1. Hamels ready. The 2-1 pitch. Ooh.
3-1.
A little bit outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Stretched by Hamels. And a 3-1 pitch. Swing and a fly ball to center field. Drew Stubbs waiting, and he will put it away for the 2nd out. They'll bring up Christian Betancourt.
Catcher, Christian Betancourt.
Betancourt double back in the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch to Betancourt, swing and a pop-up. Vince Ober's right there. He will wait and will put it away. And that'll retire the Braves here in the 4th. No runs, a hit, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Phillies lead it 3-2. It's Salvador Perez. He's 1 for 1. He singled back in the 2nd inning.
Catcher, Salvador Perez.
Minor ready. Here's the pitch to Perez. Swing and a fly ball to left field. Pretty shallow, though. And then the left fielder, Cody Ross, makes the play. 1 down.
The center fielder, number 16.
No, bring up Drew Stubbs. Drew Stubbs was hit by a pitch in his first at bat. Minor ready. And the pitch to Stubbs is in for a strike. 1 ball, no balls and 1 strike. Minor ready. Here's the pitch to Stubbs. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. Minor ready. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball. That's well hit to deep center field. Young going back. This ball is off the top of the wall. Stubbs will end up at second. Young was going back like it was a routine fly ball, then he kept going back. Stubbs will have a stand-up double. They'll bring up Cole Hamels. Hamels lying down here in the 2nd inning. As Stubbs' 3rd double of the season. Here's a throw on a 2nd, not in time. Another throw to 2nd. Stubbs gets back. Here's the pitch to Hamels. Swing and a well-hit ball to left field. And Cody Ross will put it away. And that is 2 outs here in the 4th. I said 2 before.
The left fielder.
And it was 2 outs. Excuse me for that mistake. There's Ben Rivera. He's 0-2. He flew out and grounded out. They're trying to knock that run in from second. Minor ready, and the pitch to Rivera. Swing at a ground ball, base hit, right field, Stubbs round at third. Here goes the throw to the plate. It is out at home plate. Oh man, a close play and a nice throw by Markakis. Betancourt coming up with the tag. We go to the fifth. Matt Vasgersian comes your way.
Mike.
Hello, baseball fans.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm Steve Lyons, and this... Hello, everybody. This is Eric Karras. Welcome to MLB The Show.
This is in the air to left. Therefore, it is Revere. One away.
Now batting. The center fielder.
Striding into the box, Eric Young Jr. He singled his last time up. Hamels is ready. Here comes the first pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike one.
You can't try to outthink him up there. Just get a good pitch and square it up.
Push to the right side. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Well, this latest dry spell, it's dropped his average all the way under 240. So you'd like nothing more than to string a few of these together and get back into some kind of rhythm at the plate.
Nick Markakis will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
No.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
Well, 2 very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
Great call that time as they caught him thinking fastball. It's 2-1. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Now batting.
So striding in, Freddie Freeman, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. A bit high there, a ball and no strikes. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A 2-run blast off the bat of Freddie Freeman. 7 home runs for him on the year now as they take the lead 4-3.
You know, sometimes it can be all or nothing with this guy. He'll strike out in bunches, but when he connects, he can do a whole lot of damage, and he makes him pay right here.
The batter number 23, third baseman, Chris Johnson.
Here's Chris Johnson now. As he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. 413 feet, the estimate on that last home run. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. Middle of the night here in Pennsylvania. 4-3 Atlanta. Leading off the inning, Ben Zobrist. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. Hard liner toward short, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
Yeah, and that might give you an idea of how his stuff is starting to straighten out just a little bit here now. It's the third time through the lineup, and guys weren't getting a ton of solid contact earlier, but as his pitch count rises, they're starting to zero in on him now.
Brandon Jordan will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Into the box, Michael Franco. Hard hit ball to second. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So a 2-out double here gives him some new life here in this 5th inning. And as you see there, he currently tops the Phillies in that department.
And guys, that's a bigger deal than people realize. Usually the guy with the most doubles is also leading in other categories like runs or RBIs. He's a big part of their offense.
Trying to hold the lead. Hot shot on the ground to short. Taken in by Simmons. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. 1 left for Philadelphia. They still trail it here 4-3. Andrelton Simmons will step in to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Hamels into the windup, coming at him with the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, yeah, you know, he went backdoor breaking ball with the previous pitch. Then he's got him set up to come down and in with the next one, and he throws a pearl right there.
And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
Yeah, take a couple of home run balls out of the equation, and he really hasn't pitched all that badly. Good start to the inning here.
Alberto Callaspo will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
No, that's it.
And he lays off there 1-0. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Well, a lot of switch hitters like to use the whole field, and this guy's no different. And he just sprays this thing the other way, and he's got himself a 1-out single.
Cody Ross will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. There to take this one in is Stubbs, and that becomes out number 2.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you'll hold your breath anytime a ball's hitting the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Christian Bethancourt steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
Hit to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Darren Ruff will stand in to lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Into the seats, 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
Salvador Perez will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Here's Drew Stubbs now, as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out to left center. In there, a base hit. Now a long throw to third. A tag down from Johnson, and he's out at third.
Yeah, trying to get aggressive and take third on the single, but that's going to prove to be a bad decision as they wind up gunning him down.
Standing in now, Cole Hamels, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. And a decent swing from Hamels there, but he comes up empty, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Well, give him some credit. With 2 outs, a lot of pitchers will just leave that bat on their shoulder, but he's at least taking some hacks and making the pitcher work.
Ross giving chase. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Phillies strand 1. Score holds at 4-3. Hello and welcome to MLB The Show 16.
Hello, everybody. This is Steve Lyons.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm Eric.
After 7 innings of play, it's the Braves 4, the Phillies 3. The game summary: Eric Young 3 for 3, a triple 2-run score. Franco 2 for 2 with a home run, knocked in 3 RBIs. Mike Minor 6 innings, 9 hits.
Leading off for Atlanta.
Strikeout. He's still in the game.
36, Mike Minor.
Hamels going into a 7th inning of work here. No balls and 1 strike. Got that over. No balls and 2 strikes now. Phillies still have somebody up in the bullpen. Ball and 2 strikes. Minor strikes out. That's 1 down here in the 7th. Hamels, 84 pitches.
Center fielder.
There's Eric Young, who's 3 for 3, a triple and 2 singles. And he just hits that one foul down the third base line. No balls and 1 strike to Eric Young. Pitches for Cole Hamels. Fly ball center field. Eric Young won't lose base this time as Drew Stubbs puts it away, and they'll bring it to 2 down here.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder Nick Markakis.
I'll bring up Nick Markakis.
Ball.
Outside, 1 ball and no strike.
1 ball, no strike.
High ball left field. And Rivera had to retire to side.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional
Braves
7th
go
inning
in
stretch.
order. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 4-3 Atlanta.
Leading off for the Phillies.
Ben
Left
Rivera will lead
fielder,
off here in the 7th
Ben
inning.
Rivera.
There, this one is hit well. It's going to be caught by Eric Young. One down here in the 7th inning.
The second baseman, number 18.
Minor,
Ben
only 2
Rivera.
balls. And if you're a Phillies hitters, that has to be awful. You have to make Minor throw pitches here. And he's been pitching very well. 1 ball
Inside.
and no strikes. But that one's foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Eric Young, once again, will make that play. It's 2 outs.
Now batting, right fielder, Brandon Jordan.
We'll bring up Brandon Jordan. Jordan is 0 for 3 in this game. Looking for a big hit here. That one is hitting the gap. The left field is going to go off the wall. Jordan will end up at second. He's got a double with 2 outs here in the 7th inning.
The batter, number
So
7.
Jordan has his
shortstop,
first hit of the night.
Mike Hurd.
We'll bring up Miguel Franco. Minor has given up 10 hits, 3 runs. One of them is unearned. One of them is earned. And here comes the Braves manager. They'll go out there and make a pitching change. Miguel Franco will be the batter.
Your attention, please. Now pitching
Jim
for
Johnson will come in
Atlanta.
to pitch for the
Number
Braves in
53,
23 games. He's
Jim
1 and 2.
Johnson.
A 4.91 ERA, 25 and 2/3, and 22 strikeouts. Franco is 2 for 2, a home run and a double.
Yeehaw!
1 strike to Franco. A foul, 0-2. Franco sent this in the air to center field, and Young, all 3 plays he was made out in the outfield. As we go to the 8th inning, Phillies leave a man stranded at second. 4-3 Atlanta. We'll be back. This is Freddie Freeman, and this is what he did in the 5th inning.
Freeman.
Right now, this is the potential game-winning run for Atlanta if this score holds up. 1 strike. Might be Hamels' last inning. He's thrown 90 pitches.
No.
Papelbon is up and throwing in the Phillies bullpen. Strike two, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got him. Nice pitch by Hamels. And you see the pitch comparison. Hamels is still in there. Giving up 4 runs, 8 hits. He struck out 5. Mike Minor gave up 10 hits, 1 earned run. 2 of them was unearned because of the error. It is Chris Johnson. This was here in the first inning. Hamels has pitched pretty well, except for those couple of mistakes, for those blunders there. Nice pitch. That is strike 1. No balls and 1 strike.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And Strong here is 0-2. Got him. Hamels' second strikeout of this inning. Here's the Lions score. Braves 4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. The Phillies 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Andrelton Simmons, he's 1 for 3, singled in the 4th inning.
Ball.
Ball and no strike. Hit foul. Back through the middle. That's a base hit in the center field. So Simmons is aboard with 2 outs.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Alberto Callaspo.
Callaspo will be the batter. You just want to get out of this inning if you're Hamels. Just going 99 pitches. There's a ball. 9 hits for the Braves, 10 for the Phillies. So this will be Hamels' last inning. I can assure you that.
Ball.
2 balls and no strikes.
Hey.
Got that open. Got a labeled one there. Ball hit foul. Got him. Hamels strikes out the side in what could be his last inning of work. Braves leave a man on. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Braves lead it 4-3. There's Adrian Beltre. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Papelbon will probably be ready to come in the game in the ninth. Ball drive! This game is tied! Adrian Beltre with a line shot home run to tie this game at 4. Beltre got a fastball and drilled it. His 12th home run of the year, and the Phillies tied the game at 4. And he knew it when it left the bat. Nobody out here is Darren Ruff. 1 strike for Ruff.
Ball.
Ball and 1 strike to Darren Ruff. Base hit foul, 1-2. And Ruff strikes out. There's Salvador Perez. He's 2 for 3, a single slice. Perez on the third base. Nice play. Perez is out.
The center fielder, number 16, Drew Stubbs.
They'll bring up Drew Stubbs. Stubbs is 2 for 2, double and a single. He was also hit by a pitch. That ball to the center field. Eric Young will put it away. That'll retire the Phillies 88th, but Adria Beltrite, look at this shot. Tie game as we go to the 9th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Phillies, number 58, Jonathan.
Into the game, 1-1 in 20 days, 12 saves, a 2.14 ERA in 21 innings, 18 strikeouts. He's not coming in a save situation. Here's Cody Ross.
Leading off for the Braves, the left fielder, number
That is a strike on Ross.
Cody Ross.
Ball. 1-1.
Ball with 1 strike.
Playing well. 1-2 is the count.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Hit DeFranco. 1 out here in the 9th inning.
Now batting, catcher, Christian Betancourt. Your attention, please.
Will
Pitching for the
Neves will be the pitch hitter.
Number 52, Will Nieves.
1 strike to Nieves. Batting at .297, no home runs and 7 RBIs. Ooh, no balls and 2 strikes. Papelbon wheeling and dealing here.
Ball.
Ball 1. Hit over the rough. He'll run to the bag to first base. 2 outs here in the 9th.
The pitcher, number 53, Jim Johnson. Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for
Steve
Atlanta,
Lombardozzi will be the pinch
24,
hitter
Steve Lombardozzi.
for Johnson. Lombardozzi takes a strike. Phillies will get the bullpen up. Hit on the ground, Zobrist will go over the first for the out. That'll retire the Phillies, that'll retire the Braves here at the top of the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Phillies looking for another walk-off win in this homestand.
Your attention, please.
Will Neves will come on the catch
Now catching
for
number
Betancourt.
52, Will Nieves. Now pitching for Atlanta,
Donnie
number
Beal will
37,
come in to pitch for the Braves. A 0-0 record, a 9.00 ERA in 12 games, 9 innings, 11 strikeouts.
now coming in to pinch hit.
Ryan Howard will be the pinch hitter for Jonathan Papelbon. Trey Kimball in the Braves bullpen. 1 ball and no strikes. Ooh. Fastball, 1-1. Little tapper. This is going to not be a tough play. Howard is out. 1 down here in the ninth. Here's Ben Revere. He kind of hit that one on the ground. But Howard is not a fast runner. There in a center field, and Eric Young, who's been busy tonight. And there are 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the ninth.
The second baseman, number 18, and Zobrist.
Here's Ben Zobrist. Zobrist is 1 for 4. He doubled and scored the run. Long drive down left field. It is a walk-off. Ben Zobrist. A walk-off home run for the Phillies. And they win it by the score of 5-4 here at the bottom of the ninth inning on 1 pitch. Phillies with a walk-off against the Florida Marlins in that series, the first game of the series, and in this first game of the series, they have a walk-off against the Atlanta Braves. Ben Zobrist, a walk-off home run. Franco, the player that gave he has 3 at-bats, 2 hits, 1 run. He knocked in 3 RBIs. He is the top player of the game. Ben Zobrist delivering a walk-off home run as Maikel Franco is a player of the game. Phillies with it at a score of 5-4. We'll be back to wrap it up right after this.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For Atlanta, 4 runs on 9 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jonathan Papelbon. His record is now 2-1. The save to Jonathan Papelbon. The loss goes to Donnie Field. Just his first loss of the season. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game SEPTA trains on the Orange Broad Street line are available at the Patterson Avenue station. And extra C buses are available directly outside the stadium.
I'll go back to Citizens Bank Park. The Phillies win it in the 9th inning by the score of 5-4. For the Phillies, 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. The Braves, 4 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. The winner goes to Jonathan Papelbon. He is 2-1. Donnie Field is the losing pitcher. He is 0-1. Notables: Maikel Franco went 2 for 3, a double, 3 runs batted in. He had a home run. Ben Zobrist went 2 for 5, including the game-winning home run in the ninth. He doubled, knocked in a run, and scored the run. Adrian Beltre went 2 for 4. He homered in the 8th inning with an RBI and scored the run. Drew Stubbs was 2 for 3. He doubled. For the Braves, Eric Young was a notable Braves player. He was 3 for 4 with a triple, including a triple. Freddie Freeman went 1 for 4, a home run, 2 RBIs. Chris Johnson also 1 for 4, a home run and an RBI, and Christian Betancourt was 1 for 3 with a double. Here's a game recap. Nick Markakis in the first inning with a sacrifice fly after Eric Young doubled. He reached third on a wild pitch, causing Eric Young to see a later score on this sacrifice fly. The Braves would lead it 1-0 in the first inning. But the Braves wasn't done because Chris Johnson would drill a home run in the left field to give the Braves a 2-0 lead in the first inning. But in the bottom of the first, Maikel Franco with a 2-run shot to left field. This one with 497 feet. This was a long shot, nearly almost out of the ballpark. It was tied at 2 there. Franco did hit a sacrifice fly in the bottom of the third to give the Phillies a lead at that point. It was 3-2 going into the 4th inning. As Ben Zobrist will come in to score. And Ben Rivera gets a base hit. Drew Stubbs was trying to score. This was a great throw, though. Nice throw. And Stubbs is out at home plate. Phillies lead is still up 3-2, but we head to the 5th. Freddie Freeman, 2-run home run. Braves at that time lead it 4-3 in the 5th inning. And Maikel Franco going to the bottom of the 7th. He flew out in the center field. Ended the Phillies rally in the bottom of the 7th. Now we go to the 8th. Adrian Beltre would drill a solo home run. This one went out in a hurry, tying the game at 4 in the bottom of the 8th inning. But then Ben Zobrist would send everybody home with this shot in the left field. Ain't no doubt about it, as the Phillies win it by the score of 5-4. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow on BGN2. We hope to see you then. For our entire crew, for Matt Vasgersian, Steve Lyons, and Eric Carroll, for Energy saying good night from Citizens Bank Park.